another one. Let's get it. So, Sopranos season 6, episode 18 is here today. We're winding down to the finale. Of course, we got 4 more episodes to go, and I'm finishing them all today. I appreciate you guys for coming in. I'm going to tell you this all over and over again. Gratitude is never enough. You know the motto on the channel. I love to say thank you for everybody that came in and enjoyed the series. Even if you didn't enjoy the reactions and you had opposite, in agreement with some of my stance on certain things and stuff like that. And that's cool. That's cool. But even if we did not agree on anything at all, I'm glad that you guys came over to enjoy a different perspective, at least, because you know what we say, perspective is a hell of a thing. And it will teach you that, not everybody thinks the same, and we should not assume that everybody thinks the same. The Sopranos has definitely been one of those shows that is so grounded in reality that it feels like you're a fly on the wall watching these people's lives most of the time. And you think it's real. It's fiction, but it's very real. It's very close to being non-fiction. You know what I'm saying? But this is a scripted fiction that is very grounded in reality. And, based on the comparisons to the actual mafia life, it is very true to that in so many ways. Not because I've experienced it of being in the mafia, but because I've heard people who's in the mafia talk about this life. So it, in and have left it, So it's amazing. It's amazing, man, to see them show how these people's lives, how being a criminal and living that type of life. See, in the last episode, a car pulling up to his own house and he pulling out the sawed off shotty. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always looking over your shoulders, man. Always making sure nobody is pulling up on you. The paranoia, very palpable, very palpable. So thank you guys so much once again for tuning in. Let's jump into episode 18, and I will see you guys at the end for the review. That was hilarious.
Stop dumping! Stop dumping!
What is matter?
Lower your bed! You can't dump here anymore. You have to talk to your boss.
Always we are dumping here.
Caballero, put the shit back in your truck.
What? That is huge job.
Jefe, cógelo suave. Yo me encargo de esto, ¿ok?
Arregla la cosa, arregla la cosa.
Where I am supposed to be dumping this now?
¿Cómo estás haciendo tú?
Uno me hizo aprender mi pausa.
¿Sabes lo que tú estás respirando? ¿Sabes lo que estás comiendo con tu comida? Asbestos.
Eso.
Literal
Just now
poison.
find out it's asbestos you've been dumping over there.
What'd you think it was?
I never asked. Tampax, fuck do I know?
Well, now you know.
You and your friend there, Stefano, have been pocketing how much on this Cowboys and Indians asbestos removal?
Billing the townships like you're following all the EPA regulations.
You got the same scam, Phil, so why don't we cut through the bullshit? How much you figure you owed on this?
25%.
Don't be an asshole.
You know there's close monitoring at every fucking landfill.
Maybe if somebody had been up front with me from the beginning.
Nobody's been hiding nothing. I had the same dumping deal with what's-his-name, the operations manager since I've been there at Borough Sanitation.
You're not there no more. I am. And you're enjoying your generous severance package.
25%. That's not gonna happen.
You got a backyard? A pool? Dump it there. It's my only other suggestion.
Frankly, Tom, I'm thinking maybe we should meet Phil's number.
Why? I think that would set a terrible precedent right now. Just bend over when he just became boss of the family over there?
Yeah, well, that's the flying ointment. Even still, I say let him have it. Life's too short.
It's also too short to live it as a fucking lackey.
True, too.
What is this, make-believe ballroom? How many times you gonna change the station?
Why is he so antsy?
No, regarding Phil, I gotta ask, whatever happened to stop and smell the roses?
You're right. You're right. You can't fight every fucking battle, right? Each day's a gift.
Every time I look at my kid, that's what I realize. This system's got no balls.
Are you wired?
So how was your party that day at the house? Fuck down, will you?
Bro. Is he high?
You got it. Help me.
I'm coming.
I'll never pass a drug test.
What?
You gotta get me out. Lose my license.
So funny how she thought about her driver's license before. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna go to prison for that. You'll probably lose. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit.
Never pass a drug test. Call me taxi.
Nigga, you are dying. Wheezing. And if his lung, oh my god, he's not going to. Are you serious? Why would Tony there's no way Tony can do this. Are you serious right now? You gotta be kidding me. Was his lung punctured?
We've been in an accident. Old Pumping Station Road. Face the reservoir.
I don't think Tony could have gotten him out. But deciding to...
Is Mrs. Soprano there?
Yes, this is Mrs. Soprano.
Well, I'm here with your husband. He'd like to speak with you.
Tony, is everything okay?
Please sit down. Serious.
Yes, I'm in bed.
Well, listen. Sweetheart, there's been an accident. We were coming back from the city and Christopher's dead.
Oh my God!
Calm.
What happened?
He drove off the road and the car flipped over and
Look, I'll tell you in detail.
Are you okay?
I just banged my knee. You know, the one from high school. I'm fine, but he wasn't wearing a belt.
So where are you? St. Clair's?
Listen, they're gonna call Kelly if they haven't already. And just get Al and Rita on the phone and get them started over there.
All right, all right. Oh my God, Tony, he's dead?
Yeah.
All right, then let me
Tony
get
doesn't
dressed.
seem too broken up about this, though. I gotta say. I mean, I know he finished Chris off, but I think he did it because he couldn't really save him. Why did Tony decide to do that, though? Like, what?
Make you play.
Give me a scotch.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And have one yourself. They were close, the two cousins. You all right?
I know I have my differences with that kid, but maybe I didn't do right by him neither. If you were his dad, I was his Dutch uncle. And what the fuck did I do but get pissed off? Fight with him over cocksucking fucking money.
Yeah, hindsight is always
When he
2020.
tried not to
I
have a
can't
drink,
stand to hear people talk
or a
like
little
this
taste
after
of
people
snow.
dies. It's the worst.
It's over, boy.
Oh, I should have. I could have.
Did anybody ever hear from the hospital?
I was waiting till Kelly woke up. They found cocaine in his blood.
Madam.
Cause of death was a hemothorax.
Yeah, airbags can crush the ribs when there's no other restraint.
They said he might have made it, but he didn't.
Couldn't have worn his goddamn seatbelt.
Al.
No wonder. He was wackadoo.
Al, stop it.
Ah, baloney.
They said he could have made it.
Fatherless.
My only child.
Drinking won't help, honey.
Look at this. Syracuse is losing.
Who is this? Really, my nigga?
I don't know what to say.
What?
I just got a call from little Paulie. Nucci Gualtieri died. Stroke. On the bus back to the home. They'd gone to see Jersey Boys.
We've said before he was like a son in some ways.
See him die like that. Practically in my arms.
He was just starting his life.
Yeah. You know what? This is bullshit.
What?
I haven't been able to tell anybody this, but I'm fucking relieved.
Really?
That's what I'm saying.
There's
You
a tremendous
seem.
drag on my emotions, on my thoughts about the future. I mean, to begin with, every morning I wake up thinking, is today the day that one of my best friends is gonna dime me to the FBI? And a weak, fucking, sniveling, lying drug addict? That's the worst kind of bet. The biggest blunder of my career is now gone. And I don't have to be confronted by that fact no more. And as a relative, a friend, someone you can count on,
I see.
It's a bleak way to look at it. I guess that's why he finished them off.
I murdered friends before, even relatives. My cousin Tony,
Yeah, you're dreaming right
my
now?
best friend, Bush.
There's no way he's saying all of this.
This?
That's what I'm saying. This gotta be a dream. It has to be a dream. There's no way he's saying all of that to her.
Was I talking in my sleep?
Snoring. I'm gonna put on the TV if you don't mind. A lot of women found him very attractive. I think to myself, how could I have ever said those things about him? About him and Adriana, what her mother said he did to her? Obviously, he was violent as an adult, his upbringing, but he adored Aid. He could never let himself take her life. Why are we so quick to blame? What is the attraction in that?
Thank you. I called you that night after the accident, and you asked me, "Oh my God, Tony, he's dead?"
Yeah.
And I thought, well, I thought I picked up a twinge of
Relief.
relief.
What?
It just seemed like, I don't know.
How could you even say that? You don't even know what you're talking about.
He's trying to
Good,
fight.
I'm wrong.
Maybe if you did pick up something like that, maybe it's because I was relieved. That it was him and not you.
Well, don't feel bad about that. That makes sense.
Are we going down to the hospital again at 2 in the morning? And you know what? When you were shot, it was Christopher who held me.
You know the baby's car seat? Giant tree branch came through the window and demolished it.
Is that you? Okay.
She would have been dead, Caitlin.
If she was in the
Mangled
car.
beyond recognition.
I think, okay, I think that's probably what, but the thing about it is this, right? If that's what he saw, if that's what he saw and decided to just end Christopher, I mean, the hypocrisy here the hypocrisy with these characters is just impossible to gauge. Because they don't even see it themselves. They don't see how they act. It's like they just they expect you to be one way when you're struggling with something else. And the thing about it, as I said in the last review with Christopher, dealing with so many things in his life, right? Dealing with this and that and whatever. Dealing with the fact that he's in the mafia. Dealing with the fact that he has a family he's trying to protect. Dealing with having to go pick up collections. Dealing with his business and all this other stuff, and dealing with his addiction and all. It's just so much that Christopher was dealing with, right? And he let go one night, after all of the ball busting and everything. He just let go, ended up killing somebody, and then having to live up to the expectations of you, my guy. During all of this, he's had to have lived up to the expectation of you. And then for you to look at what would have happened to his daughter if his daughter was in the car and he was driving high. You're one of the reasons why Christopher can't get rid of this addiction, man. He told you he can't be around that stuff. But you never understood. It's understandable, because I was thinking maybe he realized that, I might as well not let him suffer because he's suffering. I thought in there, but then when I looked at the entire situation and realized he's not even crying, he's not broken up about this, or anything. So there's some sort of relief there as well. I think Tony has had his doubts about Christopher, and now he is feeling some sort of relief. So there's that. It's just crazy, man.
I told her about the baby seat so she wouldn't feel so rotten. I mean, he was high as a fucking kite. I didn't tell her that.
In retrospect, maybe not the best approach.
Right. I'm the asshole. Again.
You can't talk about what could have
What?
been in situations like those.
No, go ahead.
It's amazing how things work. His mother, my cousin, Joanne, a lush, totally abandoned him as a parent. But now she's reaping all the sympathy and the tears.
How are you doing, Anthony?
There have been some hard moments. But a weak lying drug addict who fantasized about my downfall or even showed people his filthy thoughts on a movie screen? Let me tell you something. I've seen friends die before. Accidents. Even murder. My cousin Tony, they shot his face away. And I was fucking prostrate with grief. But this?
I see.
And it occurs to me, I hand-carried this kid through the worst crisis he ever had. I can't go into particulars, but wives, girlfriends, they can complicate life in a major way. I don't have to tell you that. Anyway, huge problem of his own making. And he cried. He couldn't deal with it. So, I took up the slack. I handled it. I felt sorry for him. Now, he talked. Gratitude. But guess what pity produces in the recipient? They shit on your pity. And that's what broke the camel's back.
How are you handling all this?
The worst part, truthfully, is I gotta sit there with people who are hurt. Bad. And I gotta have the long face and the sighing and the platitudes. But I don't feel it.
Well, obviously.
And that makes me feel like a hypocrite.
You are a hypocrite, sir.
That makes me mad at them. You know, that night, a tree limb came into the car window, completely destroyed the baby seat.
Tony, you guys are gonna hang in a while, right?
Is he trying to he's so trying to justify what he did to Christopher, but they don't know why he keeps saying that.
Tom, thanks for coming.
We are so sorry for your loss, Paulie.
How you hanging in, Pauluch?
As well as can be expected.
It must be very hard for you. I know how close the two of you would become again.
Yeah. Not much of a send-off here.
The room is beautiful, Paulie.
Nobody's in it. What kind of testament is this to the spirit and generosity of the woman?
We're here for you, Paulie. You know that.
Wait a
It's
second.
a fundamental lack of respect, and I'm never gonna fucking forget it, neither.
Jesus, Paulie, people your mother's age, their friends die off.
What, she outlived Sil, Carlo? They're all over there with your nephews.
Yeah, but...
Councilman Cirillo was here 3 minutes. I clocked him. He told Jerry he's going to the Montesanti wake.
People are coming, and if they don't, fuck them.
I got 500 prayer cards.
How common are you here? What the fuck is that, nothing?
No, Don, of course not. Means the world.
Okay.
She suffered too, you know.
Yeah, well, this isn't the time or the place.
You're right.
How have you been dealing with it?
It's really sad, but it's kind of the same as with Blanca. I mean, I don't really just keep thinking about things the way I did. You know, over and over, you know?
Well, for one thing, perhaps the meds are working. Did you finally enroll?
I'm in a few classes. Unofficially, until my transcript clears from Ramapo. I'm beginning English. Oh, and I went to a class on the history of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict.
Wow.
I mean, it's hard to pick up in the middle. I might take it next semester. I mean, it's so dicked up over there. And no one knows who started it.
Are you sleeping?
What, in class?
No. You were having trouble, remember?
Hello.
Alan, it's Tony. You busy?
Usual shit. Some Japanese guy got his suit ruined at Cirque du Soleil.
Listen, I need a suite.
So all the guys coming out?
No, I'm solo.
Oh. We'll see what we can do about that.
Look, I just want to be alone. Peace and quiet. Chill out.
You set for transpo? I'll be happy to send a plane.
33, black, odd.
No more bets. 5 red odds.
I guess when you have money, you could just gamble to pass the time.
It's hard to imagine for a poet, but Wordsworth was as rich and popular as, say, someone like John Grisham nowadays. But Wordsworth writes, "The world is too much with us." Later, he invokes nature again. Why such strong words against the material world?
That was fast. The gatehouse usually gives shitty directions to these tower. Come in.
I know her too.
So? You're a friend of Chris.
Yeah. Tony, by the way.
No, I know.
Who the hell are
Nice
you?
of you, actually.
Well, I heard nothing but nice things about you. Except, you're more beautiful than he let on.
Really?
Talked about you a few times. Told me more than once to look you up.
Did he? Well, well, well. You want a drink or something?
Wow, she
I got
looks
some, Pinot Grigio in
well.
the fridge.
They usually do you better when they're younger, but she still looks good today.
So I got some serious news.
Uh-oh.
It's about Christopher. He's dead.
What?
It's a car accident. Happened a couple days ago.
Oh
Who
my
the hell
God.
is she?
That's fucking awful.
Sorry.
You don't seem broken up about it.
What happened?
Bad wreck. High speed. He was killed instantly. Somehow I walked away.
Jesus, that must have been scary.
Fucking sound alone.
Did he ever, marry that one girl, the one who left him?
No. Found a real sweetheart though, Kelly, and they just had a baby girl.
Maybe that's good, you know? I mean, bad that he left her, but good that he left something.
What is... Why is this... Who is this random girl?
I thought you should know.
Why? Who is she?
Extremely cool you coming over here. I appreciate that. How long are you here for?
I don't know. Just playing as I go. What's up?
It's Stefano. Look, I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm here at the school. The asbestos, it's backing up. I gotta dump this shit. It's not wrapped to code and all the other violations.
Yeah?
I could get nailed big time.
I'm working on it, John. Trying to negotiate it out, but the asshole's taking a hard line for now. Just hang in there. Let me do my thing.
All right.
Oh my God.
Fuck, you blind? Me? You open the door, you don't look at all. You did that to your own door.
What the fuck you say?
I said he opened the door, he don't look at all. Fuck you, nigga.
Really?
I am not a nigga. I am from Somalia, I go to school and I work. Do not call me a nigga. So you're some terrorist piece of shit. Either way, motherfucker, you're in the wrong neighborhood. Get the fuck away.
This escalated quickly.
You're a hard man to reach. Nobody's seen hide nor hair.
Yeah, I'm away. What do you want?
What do I want? I'm returning your call.
I think this got nothing to do with asbestos. Why don't you let go of the old shit and be a businessman? You got everything you want.
Not everything. But listen, allow me to express my condolences regarding your nephew.
This is me hanging up.
I can tell you're upset.
Big fucking deal.
What exactly happened this week?
Nothing. You know, people walk around like this is all something. They're fucking laughing. Nobody takes even 1 second to think about what's really going on.
You sound depressed again.
I mean, how can anybody not be? You'd have to be fucking nuts not to be. I mean, you'd have to have your head wedged so far up your ass that all you could see is your own stupid face.
What specifically are you talking about?
I mean, everything is so fucked up.
Feeling the weight of the world here, son?
I mean, why can't we all just get along?
I mean, I talk about this all the time. I just don't cry about it. But
don't have to.
you know what I mean? This is something that I talk about even on my streams as well. Where I talk about is like people just cry over their, over their individual problems and all of this other stuff. And it's like, it's really, it's like, yeah, it's a cliche statement to make like, why can't we all just get along? And it's really and truly is because there's just these deep-seated things that people need to work out, that it's just like anything to hurt each other. And it's like, and it's a power trip for a lot of people, because they the thing is this: you see what the world is, you adjust to it, and whatever consequences come with that comes with it. But at the same time, it's like, is your goal in life to adjust to the situation or try to help? Is a part of you adjusting to what goes on in life and around the world involve the right thing, right? Which is to love people for who they are and just get along with them. Like, a situation that happened with the dude just now. Him opening his door the wrong time, and then he's blaming the guy for running into his door. Like, you open the door right when the guy is passing, your door. Right? Of course he didn't see him. It's obviously a huge mistake. You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying, sorry, bro, I didn't see you coming, or something like that. Like, you choose to blame him for messing up your door. Like, you get what I'm saying? That's a power trip if you've ever seen one. It's like, no, I'm in authority here. You know what I'm saying? And then go as far as to call him a nigger and all of this other. It just escalated beyond belief. And I understand how that could affect AJ in certain ways. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I can see how, he sees that, but at the same time, it's like, you did help hold the dude down and burn off his toes. So I you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's weird, bro.
You just wash it
Oh
down
my
like
God. What is that? Is this how Christopher got on pills? I don't understand this. So she definitely has a type. This makes sense, but I just... Okay, that was disgusting. They are loopy.
It's the same principle as the solar system.
Is it?
No more bets. 24. Nice. More bets.
Oh.
20.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Much appreciated.
They are so high right now.
24 again.
He's dead.
What? What?
Some sick shit, man. Y'all gonna dump asbestos in the river? Can't be friends no more. Period. And to be honest, like, it's crazy, man. It's up there. Was this a sad episode? Was it? Perspective is a hell of a thing. Because the way how Christopher died surprised me. It surprised me, but not in a much of a shocking way, if you will. It was more of like, okay, I did not expect them to kill his character this way, right? So it was kind of weird, to say the least. It was a little weird, but I saw what they were trying to do. You know what I mean? I saw what they were trying to do here in retrospect of everything. I saw what they were trying to do. So not give him a violent death, if you will. And it's understandable. They did it to show Tony's hypocrisy and to show the relief of somebody that we've seen him love and, you know, if you want to say falling out of that, you know, love for Christopher. You know what I'm saying? And to being relieved that he's dead. Because he's like, he thought of Christopher as this emotional baggage that he was carrying around, and now he doesn't have to worry about that. Now, one of the things that I would like to address when it comes on to this show that I know a lot of you guys are probably not going to agree with, because Soprano is like the greatest thing since sliced bread for y'all. I don't like how they bring women to Tony. I don't like it. I think it's a part of the story that just in some ways does not really make sense, because there's no development there. It's like, oh, Tony just meet this person for 1 second. They're not working girls or anything like that, and all of a sudden they just want to sleep with him. And it's weird to me. It's weird to me because Tony is not, in my opinion, the most handsome person ever, the most, you know what I'm saying? Is it about the power and the money? Could be, could be, but a lot of times these women don't just met him, like they don't really know. You know what I'm saying? You could make the argument that a couple of women, yes, they see the power, they see the money, they're like, oh my god, yes. You know what I'm saying? Could be. We've seen it time and time again. Women just meet this dude and just want to sleep with him. And I just, is it, I know some people is going to be like, oh, maybe because you've never experienced that. Bro, the majority of men have never experienced that. If that is happening to any dude out here, outside of a club situation, you know what I'm saying? I know dudes that make a lot of money, that are handsome, that women don't just throw themselves at them like this. So it's kind of weird seeing them portraying it like this. I'm pretty sure this is like a very miniature percentage of men that will experience something like this, to be not so handsome, but you got some power, you got some money. I don't know if it's just the allure of them knowing who he is, the Tony Soprano, like, he's in the mob, power and respect, just like how the situation that happened with AJ, with Tony being his dad, girls just kind of wanted to be around AJ and stuff like that. It could be that. But I guess I just don't like how they just throw women in there. You know what I'm saying? He met the girl one time. Nothing in that scene indicated that she wanted to sleep with him. But I guess they tried to explain it. I mean, I guess it's a part of the show that you just gotta like, I guess it's happening. You know what I mean? I think in certain ways, what I would like is a little bit more development with those scenes. It's like he talked to her literally one time and tell her that Christopher is dead, and then the next scene we see them sleeping together. It was just weird. And they've done this more than once. They did a good job with Juliana, right? They did a good job with Juliana, as in we saw how that developed and how, it got to the place, but we know what happened there. So they know how to build something when it comes on to when another woman is coming in the picture. But I don't know what this is about. This is just a trip. You know what I'm saying? A trip. Like, we've never heard of this girl before. We've literally never heard of her before. All of a sudden, she's somebody that Christopher knew. Did I miss something, guys? Let me know if she was mentioned before and I'm just not remembering Christopher mentioning her. Was she the girl that was in the hotel when he went? But that wasn't Vegas. Wasn't that LA? That was LA, right? That was LA when he was meeting up with the actor to ask him if he wanted to take the role in the movie. That was LA. That was Cali. That wasn't Las Vegas. So I was wondering if she was the girl that was in the room. I remember that scene when he was like there was some girl locked herself in the bathroom or something like that. I'm wondering if that was her, but I don't think that was her. That was probably a completely different person. But this whole notion where they just bring a girl in, we see her in one scene, and then the next scene she's sleeping with Tony, it's unfounded. But that's just me. I just wanted to put that out there to show you guys that the series is just, it's not perfect. It does a lot of things well, but there's certain things that they just don't do well. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just very random, and it kind of throws you off sometimes because of the great writing in the story, because it's just like, what is this? Why is this happening? You know what I'm saying? Why is Tony, taking drugs and doing all of this stuff? And it's like, what were they trying to portray in this scene? I mean, for the most part, I got it. But the whole thing was like, you know, his luck went up, Christopher died, now his luck is up. It's crazy, right? So it kind of justifies what he's been thinking, justifies the fact that he actually finished off Christopher, right? It's justified. He's like, what he has done, and trying to justify that in our eyes as the audience, right? Because he's been trying to justify what he did, talking about, you know what I'm saying? In his head, he's like, you know I killed him, but I gotta figure out a reason why I did this, right? Because I don't, you know, at first it kind of like, he didn't think, like, because I was thinking he didn't really realize what he was doing or whatever, but then he's talking about, you know what I'm saying, his daughter could have been in a car. That's not a reason to kill a person, but you know what I'm saying, what could have, you can't kill a person based on what could have. That's called premeditated. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you was gonna come to my house and kill me, so I went to his house and killed him first. You know what I'm saying? That's premeditated murder, my friend. That is not justifiable, you know, in the eyes of anybody. So that's how he was trying to, you know, justify the entire situation. But at the very least, you know, out of this episode, it was still a good episode. You know, and the things that they dealt with in this episode. Of course, Phil still being, you know, a hard ass. I don't know if Tony's gonna end up taking out Phil. I don't know. But I told you guys that I was expecting a major death out of these 5 characters that you have behind me. And honestly, I didn't expect it to come, you know, basically 4 episodes to the end. I didn't expect Christopher. Christopher was probably the least I expected, to be honest. No, I don't want to say least. Let me not say least. Because, you know, out of everybody that was there, you know, Christopher was probably the most likely to die, to be honest, out of these 5. Yeah, when you actually think about it, he was the most likely to go, whether by a violent death, whether tripping up, messing up, or whatever. He was the most likely. Everybody else was chill, you know. Tony and Bobby had the scuffle. They worked things out the way how they work things out. You know, Sil is probably the least that I expect to die out of these 5. So I would say Sil would be the least. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm trucking on. Anyways, guys, that's just all I have to say. It's a really good episode. I enjoyed it, except for the whole, I don't know what, except for that whole thing with the girl. You know, I guess this is his way of dealing with Christopher's death. I guess that's what they were trying to do here, but it still came off a little weird. But you guys can try to explain in the comment section, maybe bring a different perspective so I can understand a little bit better, because maybe I'm just not thinking about it too much right now. But in any case, the comment section is there for you to comment, right? And help me to understand. Maybe you understand the writing a little bit better with that. Leave it in the comment section. Leave a like on the video. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace.